Hi everyone, welcome to Social Work Research 2, otherwise known as SOWK609. My name is Brad Lynn. I am the instructor for this section. In this video, what we're going to do real quick, I'll tell you a few things about me. We'll talk about some logistical issues in our course, give you a general overview of what we're going to be doing this semester, and then we'll just do a quick syllabus review. You're welcome to call me Brad if you like. You may have seen my my full name somewhere else, which is Braden, but Brad for short is perfectly fine. You're welcome to call me Dr. Lynn if you prefer something more formal, but I have absolutely no problem with you calling me Brad. That is perfectly fine. I've been with Edinburgh now as an adjunct for 3 or 4 years. I'm not quite sure how long. And there was a semester where I didn't teach in there somewhere, and so I'm not sure if that counts or not. At any rate, so I've been with Edinburgh for a while, often teach classes in research and policy, psychopathology, that kind of thing. But I live in Buffalo, New York. My primary job is at the Clinical and Research Institute on Addictions, which is part of the School of Medicine at the University at Buffalo. I have a PhD in social welfare from the University at Buffalo. I have an MSW from the University at Buffalo as well. I am licensed in the state of New York. I also have a master's degree in city and metropolitan planning from the University of Utah. And I have a history degree from Westminster College, which is actually about an hour south of Edinburgh in Lawrence County, Pennsylvania, in the town of New Wilmington. I'm primarily an alcohol researcher. I study the link between PTSD and alcohol misuse. I'm sort of more generally interested in recovery and this idea of emotion regulation and how it links to alcohol use problems. So I teach this course really from the perspective of someone who spends most days immersed in research methods. So a few details about our course real quick. A week in our course runs from Monday to Sunday. So new content will open every Monday at basically midnight, and then it'll be open. It'll be open for the rest of the semester, but everything's always due the following Sunday at 11:59 p.m. The content is closed right up until it opens, only because sometimes I'm changing content based on the kinds of questions I'm getting from students, the kind of feedback I'm getting, or sort of how the semester is progressing. So if you look ahead, that's fine, but make sure when the new content opens, you go back and refresh yourself and take a look at any changes that may have changes to content that I may have made right before the week opened. Times are all listed in Eastern Standard. If you're in a different time zone, just let me know. We can adjust if we need to. But Eastern Standard is just sort of the default. So this summer semester is 5 weeks. It goes pretty quickly. In general, each week there's going to be sort of 3 categories of things for you to do. The first is reading. The second is at least one, but sometimes more video lecture from me. Lectures range anywhere from 15 to 30 or so minutes. And then there's an assignment of some kind, usually a discussion board or a quiz. We'll talk through the syllabus here more specifically in a second. Talk about the assignments real quick. But I just wanted to orient you to sort of what a typical week looks like in this course. So this is an online course, obviously. We handle office hours a little bit differently. Let me put myself up here in the corner just so we can see everything. So there's a bunch of different ways to get a hold of me. You can post something in the Ask the Instructor forum on D2L. I check it every day, often more than once a day, and at least once on weekends. You're welcome to email me. You can email me at blinn@edinburgh.edu, blinn@edinburgh.edu. Again, I check that at least once a day, and at least once on the weekends. You can also call my cell phone 7 days a week from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And I realized I didn't put my number up there, so let me just do that real quick. Okay, so I just amended that slide so it had my phone number on it real quick. My cell phone number is area code 585-750-7328. Again, you're welcome to call 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. If I'm able, I will answer. If I'm not able, leave a message. I'll call you back. Takes me, usually I can get back to you within that same day, but occasionally it's the next day. If you don't leave a message, I typically will not call back a number that doesn't have a message. I seem to be getting an awful lot of spam numbers or spam phone calls, so that's why I'm not. I typically don't call things back. I would ask that you don't text. The reason for that is texting really is a sort of informal and personal way of communicating. We text with our friends, we text with our family members. Part of what we're doing in graduate school is cultivating a professional identity. So email, phone calls, those are sort of professional forms of communication. So you're welcome to contact me with professional forms of communication, email and phone call. Just please not text messages. I do have to travel to a conference from the 20th of July to the 27th. I will have email and phone. Just give me a little extra time to reply, given that I have some presentations to make and some meetings to attend, that kind of thing. So during that week, I'll just be a touch slower than normal replying, and that'll especially be true on the 20th and 27th. Those are my travel days, and I have a couple of long flights coming up. But ordinarily, I'm pretty quick with replying. Just give me a little extra time on those days. Okay, so what are we doing in this course? This is a quantitative research methods course. Really what we're doing in quantitative methods is we're converting social phenomena to numbers. Now, what's a social phenomena? Well, that's the thing that social workers are interested in, right? Behaviors, mental health problems, alcohol use problems, sometimes violence, sometimes aggression. I mean, these are the sort of all of the things that social workers might intervene on are things that you can classify sort of as social phenomena. We measure them, we convert them to numbers, and then all we do is we analyze those numbers with statistics. That's it. Now, in this course, we don't do anything with statistics, but we do talk at length about how we convert social phenomena into numbers, and that's actually one of the very first things we're going to do. And I guess I should put myself back up here. So let me just run through each of these modules real quick. Module 1, which is this first week of the course, obviously, is problem formulation. So we're going to talk about how we identify social problems and how we do so in a culturally competent manner, and then we're going to talk about research ethics. Module 2 is measurement, and that's coming up with questions to measure social phenomena. That's effectively converting these abstract social phenomena into numbers. These things that can be analyzed. Module 3 covers sampling, which is all about identifying and recruiting participants for research. Module 4 covers research designs, and then Module 5 covers program evaluation, which is simply applying our research methods to figure out if our social work interventions are working. So that's the course overview in a nutshell. Obviously, each week we'll cover each one of these topics in more depth with the reading and the lectures from me. So what I'm going to do real quick is just stop the video and switch over to the syllabus just so I can point out a few things for you real quick. So this is the syllabus. Picture of me here, phone number again. You may have seen a previous copy of the syllabus or like a generic copy. Make sure you've got the sort of most up to date copy. So there's my phone number again, my email, and the brief description of office hours again, course description, that kind of thing. Here's just a quick refresher of the information about courses starting on, or excuse me, weeks in the course starting on Monday, ending on a Sunday, information about textbooks. And now here we get to really the schedule. So the schedule details when the week opens, when it closes, and then the reading for the week, and then your tasks for that week. So in this first week, there's a discussion board and a city tutorial. And the reading is listed here, and then videos listed here. And that is true for all of the weeks. If we get down here to the assignments, so this is just a quick summary of the assignments real quick. So there are a number of discussion boards. Note that typically your first post should be done by Thursday at the end of the day, and then 2 responses to peers by then the following Sunday. And then there's the city tutorial, that's the ethics training, and then a measurement quiz, a sampling activity, a sampling quiz, and then a program evaluation quiz. The quiz is typically worth 10 points, the city tutorial is 20, and the discussion boards total up to about 40% of the final grade. So 100 points in the class gives you 100 points in the class gives you 100% of the final grade. So each of the discussions is, each of the assignments is listed in a little bit more detail here. I'll let you read that, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Lastly, welcome to our course. Welcome to the semester. I know research methods can be intimidating. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks for watching. Welcome to the semester.